In pondering the social structures that keep a man committed and safe, I'm thinking how much women have an effect on a man's commitment and care for himself and his own life, and how that affects the people around him. So if a guy finds a nice woman that he loves and decides that they, through their relationship, that they're going to marry each other and have a baby and all that, the guy, at a lot of the times, we like to let ourselves get wrapped around the girl's finger a little bit. Usually what stands in the way of that is like the family of the girl. Like, let's say the family's judgmental. And even though the girl is young and the guy is young too, you know, the family, depending on how their principles and values are and how they feel applied through their judgment, they could push away a lot of people that, you know, shouldn't be pushed away. So in a perspective like, let's say the dude smoked pot or he liked to drink. Now, if the woman, the mom of the girl, or the family of the girl is like ignorant and blind, they won't even accept anything like that. You know, if they don't like pot smoking, if they don't like an occasional drink, they'll just roll it in like it's the worst, like everything else. And what that will do is that'll alienate the dude and condemn the girl. And it closes off opportunity for that family unit to grow. So that judgment actually scorns the daughter. So therefore, family functions and everything causes internal problems for the new couple, especially if they have a child. And like a lot of times, if the now son-in-law doesn't fall into the format of what the mother or father perceive as, well, that's good or not, you know, that's good and just, and we accept and prove that. It just like, it condemns to the point where there's always gossip, there's always a cloud, and it'll cause distance, and then it puts a pressure on the initial, like in this case, the daughter, you know. So the daughter will end up either fighting with her new husband or distance herself from the family. Okay, and if the daughter doesn't distance herself from the family, or if the family, you know, has investment in the daughter that they could renege on, it puts a different kind of pressure too. And then it makes the couple want to strive for independence. But a dude can climb mountains for the right woman and like create something out of nothing, and he'll put himself on the line. He'll sacrifice for the right woman. So the other perspective is it pushes him away so much, especially if the daughter is supposed to be like the mom to meet approval. It'll just actually place the guy in condemnation, even if like making excuse for the mom, that will put pressure on the dude and push the dude away, and he'll go deeper, you know. An addict and people that overindulge in stuff, people with low sense of willpower, if they don't have their wife or their girl there, they may either go back into that, proving the mom right by her own narcissistic device, you know, or if the wife there, the girlfriend or wife, decides to take the same stance, it could push him into becoming an addict and feeling so depressed, especially if now he's got a child and all these stipulations, and, you And then when a family unit is so entwined and tight-knit and invested with each other like that, it becomes them against him, and it pushes him away. And then his only friends, of course, they won't be intertwined and mingled with her friends, because she may meet and date and start this relationship outside of the group that she's normally in, or the family, opposites attract. So how much responsibility should be placed on, like, say, a mother that's judgmental against her daughter's man? I mean, can the problems the daughter has now as a single mother and as a single woman now, it's a lot harder for her to get another man. And if she gets lonely or whatever, she'll have to just go with people, or she'll just break down and find a man that's possibly worse, or just be wanting a man so good so her mom could approve it, that she'll just go for a liar. And then that's how a mom with judgment can destroy a daughter's life, by treating the man like garbage. I'm not saying it always happens, but it's very possible that could happen. So with great power comes great responsibility. And when you are a mother to your son or daughter, there has to be a time where your way of life and your judgment, not knowing anything at all, just looking at, different cards out there, should just, like, take a back seat. And, like, some people are adamant about how successful they are and how you should meet their standard. And then, like, so eventually the daughter could find depression in all this, or rebelliousness, and become one encumbered with problems herself. Many forms of devices, and things could go wrong. So a mother and a father have a lot of responsibility to each other to make sure that one of the two doesn't make a big mistake and like pull the reins so much and affect through influence their children so much that they end up meddling, especially if they're from a different generation and they don't understand, or if they're raised different. Like, like, let's say one of them was like a police officer before. And, like, obviously the values of all police officers and their creeds is not up to par with the acceptable things that we all can live with in society. And it's based on that fantasy of, like, that dream there. So whose dream is more important? Like the daughter's dream, or the mom's dream, or even the father's dream? Like, I don't know. Where do families hold the integrity to respect each other and allow each other to live judgment-free, and being responsible enough to start to accept things that they don't normally do or agree with themselves, because the age and the times have changed, So it's like, it's a really dangerous thing. So a lot of daughters out there, I feel sorry for them, because I know that there's a lot of moms out there that are like, I've been cast out many different times. This hasn't happened to me, but I've seen it happen to other people, and I've seen people that I think it probably happened to or could have happened to, and it's like, it's just really crazy, Being a mom, being a daughter, being a dad, and being a son, being a wife and a husband. Everybody has to know their place and also know where their place isn't. And, you got to decide what really hurts your family, by allowing certain things in. Like criminal activity is not good. Okay, like stealing, domestic abuse, gambling, recklessness, addictions that cause these mental mood swings and stuff like that and can result in all the things that I just spoke of. It's really a crazy thing. And, we never know. It's the difference between popcorn and piss.